25 mm minimum radius, is rotating in clockwise direction at uniform speed of 100 rpm and has to give the motion to the knife edge faller as these four conditions. First is the outward. So outward is the stroke is 30 mm and outward angle is 120 degree. Again, well one is the 60 degree and again return stroke is for 90 degree and second valve is again 90 degree. See here. So the both outward and return stroke both are the uniform and equal velocity on both outward and return stroke. So by considering these conditions, we need to draw the cam profile when the follower axis pass through the axis of the cam, and second condition is follower axis is offset to right by 10 mm from the axis. Okay, the first thing is so this data we need to note down. So speed of the cam is 100 rpm and base diameter I will consider dB. dB is 25 mm. Again stroke. So here he has given the stroke as 30 mm. So then here lift for 120 degree. Theta L is 120 degree. Again theta D1 is 60 degree. Second this one. Sorry, first well. Again return stroke is next 90 degree is the return stroke. Again next 90 degree is the theta 2 D2. Okay, these are the data what he has given. By considering this, we need to draw the first we should draw the displacement diagram. By considering the displacement diagram, we will draw the cam profile. Okay, last class I explained how to draw this displacement diagram for these conditions. Okay, so shall I explain once again? Otherwise, we will continue.
We'll continue, sir.
Okay, then. So here, so
Sir, explain again, please, sir.
Okay. Here only just I have drawn this one. Just once again I will draw here. Okay. So I told you. So this displacement diagram means how the cam will lift takes place from this base circle. Okay. So are you able to see the screen? So here from this base circle, how the lift takes place, we should draw. So what we will do, I will open this circle. So means totally 360 degree. We will open this circle. Okay, we will make that linear. Okay, so here, so what we will do, so for 360 degree, we will consider the scale. So I told you in the previous class also, we will consider the 1 mm is equal to 2 degree. Okay, by considering that, we will draw the 180 mm line. So we can draw here. Okay, so 180 mm length. I will draw again. So what is the stroke he has given? Stroke is 30 mm. Okay, so you draw the 30 mm height. Then you cover. Sorry. Mm is the stroke. Then again 180 mm. You draw the rectangle. Okay, this rectangle is length is angle of this circle and height is stroke what he has given. He has given 30 mm. So if he has 40, you can draw the 40 mm height. Okay, now? Is it clear? The first step.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just I will delete this one. So I will explain clearly. So now this is 180 and this height is the stroke length. Okay, so now what we need to do here, this total length is 180 degree, sorry, 360 degree. So we need to divide this as per what we have got the conditions. Okay, the first is lift is 120 degree. Okay, so 120 degree means here from here, what is the length we should take for 120 degree? So we have considered 2 degrees is equal to 1 mm. Use 60 mm length for theta L. Okay, so again, once again, I will draw the line. Otherwise, we can take the curve also. 60 mm length. Okay, so we are going to get here. Then, okay, means just you mark here and you draw the 60. So this distance is actually it is showing 60 mm. So it should be, so what we'll do, it should be theta L, that is 120 degree. Okay, I will write 120. Okay, just for your reference purpose. This is 120 degree. So you can write this is theta L is equal to 120 degree. Okay, so now what is the next step? So next is D1. The follower is dwell for next 60 degree. Okay, so next 60 degree means 30 mm. Okay, so this is 60 degree. Okay, so next is, what is the next? It is return again, the follower is returned to its starting position during next 90 degree. 90 degree means we should draw 45 mm. You take 45 mm distance. So remaining is dwell. Okay. Is it clear? Just you draw the total angle of the circle. So 360 degree, I have considered 2 degrees equal to 1 mm. I have drawn the line. So height is stroke. This should be stroke. So according to that, you draw the height. Then you divide this rectangle. You divide this rectangle according to what is the angle of lift, what is the angle of dwell, what is the angle of return, again what is the angle of dwell. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. And now here what we need to do, next step is, first here we are not considered which type of motion is this one. We have considered only angles. Okay na? So first you have to consider only angles, you divide. Okay. So then next we need to consider which type of motion is this. So for that, so what we can do here, so for that, just you divide this for 6 equal parts. You can divide for 4 or 6. Better you take 6, so you will get clear idea. So before going to which type of motion, whatever, either simple harmonic or uniform acceleration or uniform velocity, okay, you are going to get same conditions. So first you have to divide for some equal number of parts. Okay, so we will consider, better you consider 6 parts, that is optimum to draw the diagram, and it is very easy to mark here also.
Every time we will consider 6 parts or any number.
Better you follow that one. You follow that one because say thing is, either it should be even number of parts. Means either it should be 6 or 4 or 8. 8 is too many lines you are going to get if you are drawn. If you got 4, so it is very, here you can able to see the cam profile, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
here I got 6 points here. If you got only 4 points, so it is very difficult to draw manually. So you will get smooth curve when you have the more number of lines. That's it. Okay, that's only you follow 6 number of parts. So here it is 60. In manually you divide that. So what is the length you took? So for example, here I took for 60 mm. So you can 10 you divide that one. Okay. So you will get the 6 number of parts. So what I am using the software demonstrate you. I am using the software, but you have to do the manually. Okay. So you divide 6 number of parts. So here I will divide that into the 6 number of parts. Okay. So I have divided 6 number of parts. Then you name it 1. Sorry. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6. Okay, you follow the same thing for any type of motion. First you create this one. Again for this one also. So this is for here also you divide into 6 number of parts. So I can use. Okay, so then here also I will use. So again, so here it is lifting. So here it is return stroke. So we will mark the points as in descending order. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now what we can do here.
Sir,
So
why
we
aren't we
should
dividing the middle portion?
Sorry?
Why aren't we dividing the middle portion, that 60 that you marked, that portion also, why haven't we taken?
See here, what will happen? This will lift from here to here. Okay, na? This follow. Then it is stay for this angle here only. This is dwell. Okay. Then again it will coming down. Then it is stay here only. So as like you can observe this cam already profile I draw. This is lift takes place and again it is here only, same height only. Then it is coming down. Then it is in same height only. Have you got the idea?
Okay, sir. Got it.
Okay. So here, so for that, once you made that 66 parts here, then you check it out, which type of motion. Okay. So what will happen in in most of the problem in examination also are generally, the follow outward stroke may be uniform velocity and return stroke may be uniform acceleration and retardation or simple harmonic motion. Maybe different types of motion. But it is the first problem what I consider, both outward and return stroke, both are the uniform velocity. Okay. So for that, the method is very simple. In uniform velocity case, the follower line is directly, that is linear. Okay, so from here to here you can draw the straight line. Okay, is it good? Is it clear? In case of uniform or equal velocity, just you join from 0 to this end to this corner. Okay, it will move in linear way. Okay, so
Yes,
next it is in the dwell. So just it is stay here only. Again, it is also uniform velocity, just you draw the straight line. Okay, then it is 12. So what you are able to see this thick line, that is the moving point of follower on the circle. Okay, this is the base point of the circle. This base circle, what we have here, what we have this circle now. This now circle. Are you able to see the pink color? That circle is the this baseline. Okay, so on that circle it is moving like this. So here again it is stay for this during this time. They stay here only. Again it is coming down. So here 6 to 0. Then it is here only. Means from here to here. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So now to draw the profile, so we require from whatever the line intersect. This is one, the line intersect on 1. So you make that 1 dash. So line intersected by 2, that is 2 dash. This is 3 dash. Line intersected by 4, that is 4 dash. Line intersected by 5, that is 5 dash. You mark this point. So again, this is 6 dash. So similarly here also it is 6 dash, then 5 dash, 4 dash, 3 dash, 2 dash, 1 dash, then 0. Okay. So here to draw this cam profile, first we need to draw the base circle of the cam. Okay, base circle is, see here, the cam with 25 mm minimum radius. Okay, using that minimum radius, okay, I will use circle by center point. Okay, so radius is how much radius? 25 means it is the 50 mm diameter. Okay, na? So once you draw this one, okay, so then you draw the axis line from this center. Okay. So now we need to consider which type of follower this one. See here in previous class I have solved linear type of or radial follower, means both axis of the cam and follower in the same line. Okay. So now in second condition, that is the follower axis offset by right 10 mm. Okay. So before that, just briefly I will explain this one. See, you have drawn the base circle. Okay. So then you divide for this angles 120 degree. Okay, this is 120 degree line. Okay, this is 120 degree line. Again, this 60. So this remaining is 60 here. This angle is 60. This one. Again, this is the 90. This is the 90 degree. Again, remaining this 90. Okay, this one. Once you draw this one, again you divided this 120 degree, right? For this 120 degree, here how many divisions you are divided? 6. Here also you divide for the same numbers. Okay, so here the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this parts. So what you are mentioned here? See, just I am making this straight line to the base circle, or this base circle is in this straight line. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now similarly you are extended this line. Measure the distance from 1 to 1 dash. Just 1 to 1 dash. You cut an R. 2 to 2 dash. You cut an R. 3 to 3 dash. Cut an R. 4 to 4 dash. 5 to 5 dash. 6 to 6 dash. These distances. Okay, na? These distances you cut a measure and cut an arc. So similarly, it is same here only 6 to 6 dash, then 5 to 5 dash, 4 to 4 dash, 3 to 3 dash, 2 to 2 dash, 1 to 1 dash, and this is 0. Then you draw the smooth curve. Is it clear? This is the cam profile. Now I will go to the offset method. So just small difference to that one. Again, we are going to use the same division and measuring and cut the arc. So I will use same thing. Just one small variation is there. Okay. Now this is the axis of the cam. So what is the thing is, it is offset right by 10 mm. So you draw the offset line. Okay. This by 10 mm to right side. Okay, na? So you draw this offset line. Okay, you draw this offset line. So along with that, go to the circle by center point. From this circle, same what we have the offset. So this tangent, it is become 10 mm radius or 20 mm diameter. Okay. This is base circle and this is the offset distance circle. Have you got the idea? Okay. This actually, so now this cam, knife edge cam follower comes here, this point, but here it will come for this point. Okay, this is the follower. Have you got the idea why? What is the difference between these two? So now see here, this is the initial point of the cam in this figure. Now in this figure, this is the initial point. Okay, when it is cam is rotating for 120, it will lift takes place. So for that reason, so we need to draw one line from this center to this point. Okay, so just I will make a zoom for this portion only. Okay. So now go to the line, you draw the line from this center to this connecting point. Okay, now this center to this connecting point. Here, this is the line, the reference line. This is the reference line for the angle. So that is the point 0. Okay, this is the 0 here. We got 0 here. So, but here we got 0. So now you draw the line for 120 degree. Okay, from this one. Previously, you have took the angle, you have measured the angle from here in this linear case, but here you have to measure from this line. Okay, so better I will use, you can just you measure the angle. Okay, you measure the angle for 120 degree. Okay, so this is the angle of 120 degree. Okay, now this is 120 degree angle. So now similarly next is 60. Okay, next is 90 degree. So just to measure the angle between this line and this line is 60, this line 90 again. This is the last one, that is also 90. Is it clear?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so now same procedure, you divide. Now you are in this figure, you started from here to divide, but here in this figure you have to divide from this point. That's it. Okay, so divide into, again, how many number of parts are there? 6. Okay, just I will use the rotation only. So here in manually you have 120 degrees, so equal angle you will get. So 20 you mark and you draw the line. That's it. Okay, very easy. So now I will divide this one. So 6 number of parts. Okay, you divide 6 number of parts. So it is, will mark, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6. Again, it is same only. Now again this one, divide this one. Okay. So it is 90 degree means 15 degree each. Okay. So similarly, here also you mark the points. This is 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. So this is okay. So now same procedure for the previous drawing what we have done. See, in previously so we have extended the line, then we have marked. Okay. So here thing is, in this problem, what we have done, when we have extended this line here. You know, we have extended this line from here to here. But thing is, here it is bit different. Actually, whatever we have the intersection point. So the line should be, see here, the 0 line is tangent to this circle. Similarly, 1 line also tangent to this circle. So for that, use the line, you draw the line tangent to this circle. And also when you're doing manually, so it is not necessary to draw this line, just you mark, that's enough. This line we don't want. So we have drawn this line. So then from this this is tangent line for this one. Okay, so next from 5 to this line here also, you draw the tangent line. From here also, draw the tangent. Okay, actually these lines are whatever I have drawn the previously. I made the rotation. That is not necessary. In manually, just you use the pencil. Just you mark on the circle. So from that circle, you draw the tangent. Is it clear? Okay. So then, just what I will do here, it is. Manually, you have to draw line like this. Okay. Similarly, here also. So from 6, you have to draw the tangent line. From 6, you draw the tangent line. Again, from 5, you draw the tangent line. From 4, you draw the tangent line. From 3, tangent line. From 2, tangent line. From 1, tangent line. From 0 also, you have to draw the tangent line. Okay, so these lines are not necessary. Okay, when you are doing manually, so just you can mark and you can do these lines. Okay, so I need extension of this line. Is it clear? So here, just you mark the points on the base circle, then from the point you draw the line, tangent lines to the offset circle. That is the reason we are going to draw the circle for offset distance. Is it clear? Okay, next is very simple. Next step is you measure, you take the compass. You take the compass, you measure distance from 1 to 1 dash, you cut and you mark here. Okay, so in compass, you just measure 1 to 1 dash, from 1, you mark the point, you'll get 1 dash. From 2, you mark the point, you'll get the 2 dash. So, but in this case, we have to measure the distance, because here I can't use the compass. 5. So this will become again so 5, 10, 15. It will come like this actually. Okay. So now I'll take arc by center point here for this one. Arc radius is 5. Cut an arc. Then from this is the center. Cut an arc. This is the center. Again, this is the center. Again, this is the center. Again, this is the center. Okay. So now these are the points of here. This is 1 dash. This is 2 dash. This is 3 dash. This is 4 dash, 5 dash, and 6 dash. Okay. So now these are the distances from what we have in the displacement diagram: 1 to 1 dash, 2 to 2 dash, 3 to 3 dash, 4 to 4 dash, 5 to 5 dash, 6 to 6 dash. Here, these lines depends on either uniform velocity or uniform acceleration or simple harmonic motion line. We are going to draw here to get the distance between 1 to 1 dash, 2 to 2 dash, 3 to 3 dash, 4 to 4 dash, 5 to 5 dash, and 6 to 6 dash. We are going to measure this distance and we are going to mark here. Similarly, in return stroke also. Okay. In return stroke also, so 6 is remains same. Arc by center point. So this height is 30. Okay. Then measure 5 to 5 dash distance. This distance is 25. So just what I will do here. Okay. So next, this distance is 4 to 4 dash. Okay. So now again, so it is because of uniform velocity, it will come step by step. So 6 number of parts. So it will take 6 decrements, or 20, then 15. Okay, these are the points I got. So this is 6 dash, 5 dash, 4 dash, 3 dash, 2 dash, 1 dash, 0. Okay, na? So now you draw the smooth curve. Okay, manually in freehand sketch, you draw the smooth curve.
If you submit, okay, I came to know that I understood, I remember now. But if we tell that he has submitted earlier this other mail and we deleted, again it will be a problem for you. So what I done is, on that day there was a network issue.
Okay, so now from 1 to 1 dash, 2 to 2 dash, like that, you draw the
I written
line.
as there was network issue at that time.
Okay, here,
Yeah, you know.
so here, now you join from 1 to 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4 dash, 5 dash, 6 dash, like that, using smooth curve. So for that, what we'll do, I will do here, just join from 1 to okay, join the lines using curve. So so then just it is need to make curve. Manually, when you're drawing only, you draw the freehand curve. So for these parts, you can directly go to arc by center point from this center to here. You can directly draw the line. Okay, this is the cam profile for offset. This is cam profile for radial, means linear follower. This is for the offset follower. Is it clear? Is it clear how to draw?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have to practice. So otherwise it is very difficult to get the idea. This is one type. So what will happen? So just now only I'm telling you, the procedure is remains same. So either it is radial, whichever the type of motion. This diagram will not affect by the either simple harmonic or uniform acceleration or uniform velocity. Okay. When we are drawing the displacement diagram only, we will consider. Once you considered and you got the distance between 1 to 1 dash, 2 to 2 dash, 3 to 3 dash, like that. So that we are going to use to draw the curve here. Okay, now, whether it is the uniform velocity or a uniform acceleration or simple harmonic motion, the procedure is remains same for the cam profile. Okay, this cam profile, when we are drawing the cam profile, only we are going to consider which type of follower. It is knife edge or roller follower. Okay, the roller I will explain in next class. Okay, so whether it is knife edge or roller, radial or offset. This is the radial, this is the offset. Okay, so this is knife edge. Okay, only we are going to consider these two parameters. Here we are going to consider what is the angle of lift, angle of dwell, angle of again return, then angle of dwell, and stroke, and which type of motion here. Okay, for lifting and return stroke, what type of motion is there? We are going to consider this parameter in the displacement diagram. The purpose of drawing the displacement diagram is to get the distance between the base circle. Base circle means this line. Base circle of the cam to the lift of the particular, the point of the particular lift of follower. Okay. So where is the follower now? Each point. Okay, 3 to 3 dash, 2 to 2 dash. Because if I am using the simple harmonic motion, so you can you can see the cursor. It will move like this. Okay, it will move in like a curve. Okay, there the distance will get vary. So we are going to measure the distance here. That's it. Okay, na?
Yes.
Okay, now just you try to practice this one. So next class I will continue with the different motion of in the displacement diagram and roller follower. Okay, so knife edge follower I hope you got the idea for radial and offset. So procedure is remain same with any type of motion here. Okay, so now next class with a different motion we will discuss the roller follower cam. Okay.
Sure.
So do you have
Yeah.
non-uniform motion?
Non-uniform, no. Only uniform velocity. Non-uniform velocity means that is a uniform acceleration or retardation or simple harmonic motion. There, velocity is not uniform. Maybe any type of motion you may get. Okay, na?
Okay, sir.
So
Sure.
there